All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. I hope you can see me and hear me properly. I want to believe you can see me and hear me properly. So, welcome to this show. This is the Conversations with the Oracle, and this is episode 11. All right, this is the 11th edition of this show. This program is actually supposed to be a monthly program where I just take out time to teach and share some value on different topics and different areas as it affects the quality of our lives and our living, right? But due to my schedules and other responsibilities, I've not been able to be doing this monthly. But we are here today. This is the edition for April. All right. So hopefully we can make it a monthly affair going forward. But welcome. If you can see me, you can hear me properly and clearly, please just drop it in the comments. I can see you, I can hear you. And as you join us, whether you're watching us live or you're watching the replay, do well to just introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, that's your name, and where you're watching from. All right. My name is already there on the screen. I am Godsplan Ugwuja, better known as Pendulum. And I'm in Enugu right now making this video, Enugu, Nigeria. So whenever you join up, whether you're watching live or the replay, just let me know where you're watching from and let me know your name. All right. So we'll get started now so we don't take so much time. We're looking at 7 ways to sustain your relevance across seasons. 7 ways to sustain your relevance across seasons. That's the topic for this session. 7 ways to sustain your relevance across seasons. Please, if you're here, if you can see me, just put it down in the comments that you can see me and you can hear me. All right, I don't want to go ahead and then find out that I've just been talking to myself. So you can see me, you can hear me. Please put it down. Let me be sure. Well, I said we're talking about 7 ways to sustain your relevance across seasons. 7 things you can do, 7 keys that will help you stay relevant or keep making impact for a good number of a good amount of time or for a very long time. And the reason I felt compelled or led to share this today or speak on this today is because we have in football there's something we call one season wonders. All right, you know them if you watch football. People who come up for a particular season and they are burning hot. They are so informed. They are scoring goals if they are strikers, they are providing assists if they are midfielders, or they are defending with their lives. All right, they play so well for a season. They do so marvelously. They are linked with all the biggest clubs. All right, their transfer value skyrockets. But then after that season, they disappear. After that season, they lose their form and it's like they even lose their ability. You don't hear their name again. They begin to play like a shadow of their former selves. All right. Now, this is just an example, but we also have observed that this happens in real life. We have people who, at a time, they were burning very hot. At a time, they were at the top of their industry, their field. Everybody knew their name. We know musicians who, at the time, were so relevant, so impactful, at the top of their field. There are writers who at the time were the go-to name. They were, at the top of every conversation. There are people in every field, name it, who at a time were, dominating, if I will use that word. But now you can't find them again. Now you can't hear of them. Now it's like their relevance has been lost to time. And not primarily because of age. All right. Somebody who retires or goes off the boil because of age, there is really nothing you can do about that. Age will eventually catch up to anybody. But I'm talking of young people who, after a season of, being so much in demand, being so hot and being so um, recognizable, they get lost. They just go into oblivion. You don't hear from them again. All the impact they were making seems to just disappear, seems to cease, and you know they just go missing like that. So what causes this and how can you prevent this? So many things causes it. I will not go into the causes, all right? But I'll this session is all about spending time to talk about how you can prevent it for yourself, all right? How you can stand the test of time and sustain your relevance across seasons, all right? Um, the causes are legion, there are so many, but let's focus on solutions instead of problems or causes. All right. So, 7 ways or 7 things you can do to help you sustain your relevance for a long time, help you keep making impact for a good amount of time. Because the truth is, we all want to get to the top. We all want to become, relevant, to dominate, so to say, to start making impacts that people recognize, people see, and people celebrate us for. All right, but why that's good, you see, it is even more difficult to stay at the top than it is to get there. Getting to the top is a lot of work on its own, but it's even more difficult to maintain your place at the top, to maintain your relevance, to keep making impact for a long time. Because when you were coming up, the pressure was less. All right, there were not so much, or there was not so many eyes on you. You could ascend with less pressure on you, with less eyes. But immediately you get to the top, you are now, the sinusoid of attention. All eyes are on you. Pressure is so much. People are looking up to you. People are looking down at you. People want to see you stand. People want to see you fall. All right. There's so much attack from everywhere. It's so much pressure at that point. So how do you remain at that level? How do you sustain and keep your place at the top? Remember, I said it it is more difficult to remain on top than it is to get there. The work you did to get to the top, you may even need to double it if you want to remain on top. So let's quickly look at these 7 ways so that we'll see if we wrap this up in maybe 30 minutes or just about that. All right, remember this is episode 11 of Conversations with the Oracle. All right. So number one, how do you sustain your relevance? How do you keep making impact? This should be a no-brainer, but you must avoid complacency like a plague. All right, this is like quite obvious, of course. But the truth is, most people, when they achieve something, when they get to the top, when they start making relevance, they start making impact, or when they start gaining relevance, they begin to slack off. They begin to rest on their laurels. They feel that they've arrived. They feel that they've done everything they need to do. But that's not the truth. You see, complacency will deceive you or make you feel like there's no more distance to be covered, like there's no more work to be done. Like you've done it all, you've arrived, or you have not. Like I just said, it takes more work to stay at the top than it takes to get there. So when you start making really impact, when you start gaining relevance, you start getting fame or prominence or popularity, you must avoid complacency. Avoid, getting into that too comfortable state where you begin to, feel like there is no need for training, there is no need for growth anymore. Maybe you stop investing in yourself, you stop reading, you stop growing, you stop learning, you stop, stretching yourself. Complacency would ruin you faster than anything else. So you must keep that hunger, no matter the level of impact or relevance you're making. You must keep that hunger, you must keep that desire to keep stretching yourself, to keep pushing your horizons. All right. Keep learning, keep investing in yourself, keep growing, keep adding to your tank. Because remember now, the pressure is even more to deliver and to deliver in greater measures. So you must keep feeding yourself, filling yourself, You must keep growing and stretching yourself, exploring new frontiers so that you don't fall back. Complacency will make you yesterday's man. To make sure that you are relevant today, you must remain on the cutting edge. Remain, you know, keep your teeth on the edge of the metal. Don't slack. Your foot should always be on the pedal. All right. There's no room for relaxing too long, lounging too long, feeling that there is nothing else to be done. There is always something else to be done. There's an extra gear to find. There's an extra mile to cover. There's an extra learning to be done. Learning doesn't stop. Growth doesn't end. So don't let complacency deceive you or take away that desire, that hunger that will keep you, you know, at the top. That's the first thing. All right. So that is pretty clear. Avoid complacency. Stop lounging so much. Stop relaxing as if you have, done it all. No, you've only done part of the work to attain whatever level of relevance you've seen or you are seeing. So make sure you keep putting in the work, all right, so that you don't follow. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. And then secondly, still related to this issue of complacency, don't stop doing what brought you relevance. Don't stop doing what brought you that success you are seeing. Don't stop um, whatever it is that made you get to the level you've gotten to. This is a mistake so many people make. I'll give an example. I don't want to spend too much time on any of these, but I'll give a very simple example. Now, many of us, or many people, especially when you're trying to build prominence and fame, relevance on the online space, for instance, you start by giving a lot of free value. All right. So you're maybe holding a lot of free classes, you're holding a lot of free sessions, you're putting out a lot of free value, you know, adding to people positively, impacting people positively, helping people learn and grow and evolve. All right. So because of this, amount of free value and you know actual value that you give out, people begin to notice you, people begin to come closer to you, people begin to pay attention to you, and you see that your fame, your influence begins to increase, your popularity begins to increase, your follower count begins to increase. People begin to know, they begin to like, they begin to trust you. You see that impressions and all these metrics begin to increase. You begin to get fame and popularity and all of that. And the mistake so many people make is that when they now start seeing these things and they get to a certain level of relevance, they begin to believe that they are too busy to continue what they've been doing. And so you see that someone who built his brand, who got his reputation off the back of giving out so much free value, begins to stint on this value. You know, they maybe feel that they are now too busy to continue giving out free value. They feel that they have too many things they are doing and they can't keep on giving out value like they used to. Now, don't get me wrong, I can understand and appreciate the fact that you may now be more busy than you were before, but it shouldn't stop you from doing what brought you that relevance. It shouldn't stop you from doing the very thing that built your brand. So even if you're now busier than you were before, you have more things on your table now, it still behoves you to, you know, organize your schedule in such a way that you have time for sharing those free value. Let's say you have a weekly maybe live session or a weekly podcast that you do, okay, and that is what brought you fame, brought you relevance. That's the avenue through which people knew you. You must maintain that. You need to maintain that no matter how busy you get. All right. So you would need, and I'm coming to that in the third one, systems, structures to help you make sure that you maintain that podcast or that maybe YouTube channel, that live session that brought you relevance. All right, don't let it die, because that is the very thing that is giving you that success that you're milking. That's the very thing that brought people and will likely keep bringing people. So do not stop doing what brought you relevance. All right, don't milk a particular source and then leave it to die. Keep doing it. Find a way to keep it running. All right, whatever brought you success, don't abandon it and feel like it's no longer he has run his course or he has served his purpose. No. Even if you're going to start doing other things, let them be in unison. Do it together with this particular thing, not that you now abandon it completely. All right. So I believe that's clear enough. The message is avoid complacency. That's number one. And one of the ways to do that is making sure you do not stop doing those things that brought you relevance. All right. Whatever it is that you were doing that time that you used to gain the attention, the relevance that you have now. All right. Don't stop it. Do not stop it. All right. Even if the frequency will reduce, it shouldn't die off completely, because that is what your brand was built on. All right. So I hope that's clear. We'll move on to the third one quickly. I want to wrap up this in 30 minutes for so many reasons. So number three, set up systems and structures around you. I've already mentioned this, but you need to set up systems and structures around you if you're going to stand the test of time. All right. Systems help you replicate results. That's what the system is for. You can do something the first time by luck, by chance. All right. You can get a result the first time, just through sheer opportunity, through luck. But that result will be only replicable if you can create a system that produces such results. All right. So one of the surest ways of retaining and reproducing results is building a system. If you want to keep producing bread every day, for instance, you want to keep producing bread every day, all right, you must set up that baking system that produces bread. And if that system is in place, you will produce bread every day. All right. So set up a system that works for you and keeps what you're doing going. It could be a system that helps you, maybe for your business, help you generate leads on a regular basis. It's not something that you can be doing on your own every time. That's why you need a system. A system could be technology. A system could be people. I'll come to that. That's the next point. A system could be principles, or whatever it is that helps you replicate those results over and over and over and over again. That's a system. All right. So it could be that you have this principle of, punctuality, and that's what helps, people trust you. Or you have this principle of reliability. You deliver and you deliver on time. Keep it going. That's how you maintain your relevance. It's not when you start becoming popular, you start showing up late, or you start delivering, late and giving excuses. Create systems, create structures around you. Structures are things that hold up a particular thing. That's a structure, a platform, things that hold up something else. So you need things that will hold you. Like I said, it could be technological gadgets. You may need to embrace technology to help you do things faster and with less effort, less energy. All right. You may need to, instead of trying to send out email messages by yourself, you may need to set up and use, email service providers, autoresponders, all these things. These are structures that can help you. All right. I know people who have such a wide audience that they have to teach on so many places at the same time: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so many places at the same time. Now, how do these people maintain relevance and keep showing up, keep doing what they have to do, in so many places, sometimes even at the same time? Systems and structures. So some of them use platforms like this StreamYard that can stream to multiple places at the same time, giving them omnipresence. Some of them use schedulers and scheduling apps, scheduling applications that they can record the video when they are free, upload it on that scheduling app, and when it's time for them to appear somewhere, the video will go live, and it will be as if they are recording the video at that particular point, or they are making the live stream then, but it has been scheduled. All right. There are people who, there are so many technologies that can help you. AI now can do the unthinkable for you. There's almost, if you can prompt it properly, there's almost nothing AI cannot help you with. So learn how to use these things to help you keep your wheel turning. Systems, structures, strategies in place that helps you replicate those results. All right. So this is something you must look into. Don't think you can keep doing it all by yourself or all by luck. No. And they said opportunity only comes but once. I mean, even if you're so lucky, it can't happen more than twice. How do you make it happen a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time? How do you keep getting those results? Systems and structures. Structures that, you know, that bring the results you need. Systems that bring those results and can replicate them. So that's the third thing. Sit and think of which systems, which structures can you put in place, which apps can you get, which some people even use management teams and management companies to manage what they do. Those are systems, those are structures that can help you. Some people employ others to be, kind of like a structure around them. And that's what I'll go into next. But before I do that, just give me a minute. Let me set up something. And then we'll go into number 4. Just give me All right, sorry about that. Let's continue. Number four, build a competent team. Build a competent and trusted team to help you. All right. Now, a team is a force multiplier. A team is a force multiplier. Anything you can do, all right, a team can help you do it times 10, times 20, times 50. A team is an example of a system and structure you can set up around you. All right. But I brought this out as a separate topic or a separate subtopic because a team is very, very scalable. All right. For example, most structures or systems will only do what you ask them to do. All right. They will only do or go as much as you've instructed them to go. And that's it. So, but a team can go above and beyond for you, especially when they are committed, they are dedicated, they love you, they respect you. They can go above and beyond for you, for your business, for your brand. And a team can grow. A team can grow. Team members become better at what they do. They can learn, they can become better, they can grow. Their skills, their experiences, their competencies can grow. And as the team grows, you and everyone in the team is better off for it. All right. So at a point, you must understand that you cannot keep running this alone. You can't keep your business going. You can't keep your brand going alone. You need a team of competent and trusted hands. Competent means they are skilled and experienced. All right. Experience may not be so necessary. Experience helps, but you can have a team that is a mix of veterans and novices. You know, people that are just learning and trying their hands out at things, and then people who have been in that field for a long time. All right, but there should be experience, even though the whole team may not be experienced, but there should be some people there who are experienced, but all must be competent, they must be skilled at what they do. All right, then trusted. Your team should be people you can rely on, people you know have your back, people you can, give a task and know they will fulfill it, give a job and know they will carry it out. There's not people that you necessarily have to commission and supervise. It doesn't mean you won't supervise your team or you won't try to um, know what they are doing and all of that. But there should be people that you can supervise and you can give a job and trust that they will get it right. You can give a task to them and they deliver it without so much force. All right. So the supervision is not always necessary. You need to supervise your team. But if your team is full of people who cannot work without supervision, who every single thing they do needs to be cross-checked, then you are giving yourself double work because it's better you just do it by yourself. So a team will help you do a lot. A team can help you, do several things at the same time. For example, you take on several jobs at the same time, and people wonder how are you able to do so much? How are you able to, have so much output? Most times it's because of the team that we have behind us, the team that we've built behind us. All right. They, like I said, they are force multipliers. All right. So whatever one person can do, if you have a team of 10, that's already times 10. All right. And apart from the fact that teams help you do more, teams help you, you know, um, multiply your output. Another very good advantage of having a team is that they can be your, how do I put it, your cheerleaders. That they can be people who you turn to when you need a little bit of encouragement. Because even the leader gets worried at times. All right. Moses at many times got so dejected. The journey was heavy on him at some point. Even Jesus Christ, at some point, he almost broke down. So even the strong sometimes can be burdened, can be weak. The encourager sometimes needs encouragement. The prayer warrior sometimes needs prayers. The leader sometimes needs to be led, needs to be, spoken to, needs encouragement. And your team can provide it. Like I said, if your team is full of competent people, experienced people, and trusted people who are genuinely interested in your growth, interested in your success, interested in you, your business, your brand, to do better continuously, then even when you're feeling discouraged, you're feeling down, you're feeling, drained, they will be there to energize you. They'll be there to speak life into you. They'll be there to encourage you, and they can even keep the flag flying in your absence. They can keep the flag flying in your absence until maybe you're on your feet again to continue. So it gets to a point where you must understand that others will help you do a better job than you ever do alone. I think it was Peter Drucker who said that, the father of modern marketing. It gets to a point in a man's development when he must understand that other people would help you do a better job than you can ever do alone. There's a level of relevance, impact, growth you reach, and you need others. You need extra hands. You need a team that you can trust. You need a team that is competent. You need a team that can deliver. You need a team that can, help you spread your wings and sustain you mid-flight. Sustain you when, turbulence comes, when there are adverse weather conditions. You need a cabin crew that you can trust with your life, that you can bank on. All right? So build a team. Take your time to build a team. Whatever it is you're doing, build a team. They will help you. They will help you. All right? So I hope that was clear, and I hope you're learning. All right? So just put your thoughts in the comments. If you're learning something, you're getting value, just put in the comments, because I won't be able to hear you, but I want to read what you are learning. So whether you're watching the replay or you're here live, just put your biggest takeaway. What have you learned so far? I think we've done 4. You look at 4 ways to maintain or sustain your relevance across seasons. So which of these 4 have really, struck a nerve with you? Which one spoke to you more? And what did you learn? Or what have you learned so far? Just put in the comments, and don't forget to share this live stream with your friends, with your family. Copy the link, put it on your WhatsApp status. Let them also come and watch and learn just like you are learning. All right. So share the link, make them see this, and then come and learn as well. So I'm waiting to read from you, but I'll go ahead to finish up this. We're already over 30 minutes, right? So how again do you sustain relevance? You see, many of these points are interlinked. They are interwoven. And the 5th point says, invest in building a solid network and relationship. Invest in building a solid network. And now I'll break this thing down and explain each word, because each word here, or most of the words here, have individual significance. All right. Now, first of all, invest. You don't build a network without putting in anything. Investing means put something down, put something in. Whether it's your time, whether it's energy, whether it's resources, whether it's skill, you must put something in if you're going to build, if you're going to have a solid network of people around you. So that choice of word was deliberate. Invest. So many people think, you look at the kind of network that some people have and you envy it, but you are doing nothing. You are sacrificing nothing to build your own network. You think it will just fall from the sky? You think you will just wake up one day and just have a network of valuable people, influential people, quality people? It doesn't happen that way. Networks are built by investment. All right. So luckily for you, I think the previous session before this, I taught on this particular topic, how to build a solid network of high quality people. All right. So if you want to learn more about that, go and watch that previous session. It's, I think, 6 ways I shared on how to connect with and build a network of those high flyers you admire. All right. But realize that you must invest if you want to build a network. You invest time, you invest your knowledge. That's why you can't build a network if you don't know anything. If you're a dunce, you have nothing upstairs. Then the network you will have is the network, or a network full of people who have nothing upstairs, who have nothing to invest. People who just allow life happen to them. These are the people that will be in your network, people you have around you, because that's the kind of person you are. So if you change the kind of person you are, you will also change the kind of people you have around you. All right, put that down in the comments. Put that down in the comment. If you change the kind of person you are, you will also change the kind of people you have around you. I'm trying to type it out, but you can put in the comments. If you change the kind of person you are, you can also change, or you will also change, let's use will. You will also change the kind of people around you. All right, so very important. All right, so invest in building. Like I said, relationships, networks are built. They don't fall from the sky. All right, they don't just happen. They are built intentionally. They are intentionally built. So you must also intentionally begin to build your own network. Begin to, connect with people who have value, and you must also have value. Build that network for yourself, for your children, for your future. All right. So, and then invest in building a solid network and relationship. So many of us take relationships for granted. And when I mean relationship, I don't mean romantic relationship or romantic attractions. No, no. When I mean relationship, I mean associations with people. When I mean relationship, I mean, having positive and beneficial associations with people around you. People who can help you, maybe financially, maybe spiritually, maybe emotionally, maybe mentally, that's psychologically, maybe even socially. Having a positive, mutually beneficial relationship with these people, or mutually beneficial association with these people. That's the kind of relationship I'm talking about. So many of us are too reserved for our own good. You're too introverted for your own good. You can't do life alone. No. I don't know what you've had, but you can't do life alone. So you need to invest in building a solid network and relationship. And the importance of this is, on those days where you're not strong, it is your network, your relationship, the people you have around you that will hold you, that will strengthen you. All right. You may lose everything, and people in your network will rally around and help you, come back on your feet. All right. You may be going astray, maybe deviating from your ideals or deviating from your values, and it's those people in your network who you maybe probably even grew together with, who will call you to order, who will refocus you. But if you have nobody, you have no network, your relationship are whack, who will call you to order? All right, who will redirect you if you begin to go astray? Who will help you come back to the right path? So you need to invest, take time to build solid relationships, solid networks that can profit you now, profit you in the future. All right. Watch the previous session to learn how to do this. I won't spend so much time on this, but it's something you must do. Stop being a lone ranger. Stop being a lone ranger. All right. Man is a social animal. You need people. And I will say you need quality people in your life. All right. So invest in building that network because you will need it. When the rainy day comes, you will need those people around you to help you. Your network, in fact, you never know when you need them. Even if you don't need them, your children may need them for recommendations and everything. All right. So invest in that. Number 6, quickly. We're already over 40 minutes. Number 6, quickly. How do you sustain your relevance across time, across seasons? What again can you do? Be committed to helping people. This is something many of us forget to do when we are rising. They're saying that the same people you meet when you're going up are the same people you meet when you're falling down or when you'll be coming down. And there are two sides to that tale. Number one is that when you're going up, try to help people, try to carry people along, try to invest in people. Invest in people because you don't know who that person will be tomorrow. You don't know what that person will be tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow will bring for both you and that person. And maybe that person you invested in 10 years ago, 20 years ago, that will hold you up today, that will rebuild you today, that will sustain you today. Many people that you are still seeing their relevance, that are still being, sustained over time. It's not because of their own works or their own outputs. It's probably is because of the output, the work, the influence of somebody else who they who they set up, who they built, who they invested in some time ago. So, all right, so be committed. Sorry for that break. Be committed to investing in people. All right, don't be so hard-hearted and tight-fisted that you just think of me, myself, and I. Spread as you gain relevance, as you gain popularity, as you gain fame, as you maybe begin to make money. Spread the blessings. Let it reach others. Cast your bread on many waters. After many days, you will find it. You will find it does not mean that same bread you cast will come back to you. No, but somebody else that ate from that bread will give you another one tomorrow. So learn to invest. You see someone who has talent, support the person. Someone who has drive and ambition, support the person's dream. Invest in their dream. Invest. You can invest your resources if you have. If you don't have resources to invest in them, how about invest time? How about you teach them? You mentor the person, or even you connect the person to the right opportunities. There are so many ways you can help people. It's not always about money, or no. There are so many ways you can invest in somebody. Okay, you can invest financially, of course, yes, but even beyond that, or even if you don't have that, like I said, you can invest time, coaching, mentoring these people or this person. Someone who you've seen has focus, has drive, has a destination, but maybe is lacking the vehicle to get there. He knows where he wants to go. He knows what he needs to do, but is lacking the vehicle to get there. You can help provide that vehicle. Invest your money into them. Invest, sponsor them if you can, or you mentor them if you can't. sponsor them. Maybe they don't have the funds, but you can mentor them, you can teach them, you can coach them so that they avoid certain mistakes that you made when you were rising, when you're coming up. They avoid certain pitfalls you made. You help, shorten their journey by coaching them on the right things to do and the right time to do them. That's the way to help. And I said again, you can connect them to opportunities. Connect them to opportunities. That's another way of investing in people. It's not until you bring down heaven. You just connect the person to an opportunity that can change his life. You connect the person to somebody that can change their life. See, tomorrow, if they are counting their blessings, they will start from you because you are the bridge that brought them from Egypt to Canaan. You are that connector that helped their blessing locate them. So there are so many ways you can help people. But it starts from having this mindset of I want to be a channel, not a reservoir. I want to be a channel of blessing, not a dam. I don't want to be holding water. I want to let it flow. Let it come from me to others. Okay? So as you attend that relevance, don't just be inward. Don't just think of myself, me, I. No. How can you help the next person? How can you give back? How can you impact? How can you invest in, like I said, the person you help today can be the person that will help you tomorrow, can be the person that will sustain you tomorrow, can be the person that will, keep you flying or burning tomorrow. You never can tell, you don't know. Just have that commitment to helping people. I don't think you can actually go wrong by helping people. I don't really think you can go wrong. You can never overhelp people or whatever. And yeah, I know in Africa we say people can use your good against you, but that's no reason to stop. Because the truth is, not in fact, very few people will do that. If you help 20 people, it cannot be more than 2, 3 people that may use your good against you. Is that why you will deny the other 17 people of your help? No, no. There will always be miserable, bad people that will try to turn everything to the other side. So that will not stop you from helping others. I believe that point has been made. Number 7, um, okay, learn to save. You want to maintain relevance, learn to save. You cannot be a waster and think you will last long. No, you cannot be a waster and think you. I'm saying it again. You cannot be a waster and think you will last long. When I mean waster, I mean you waste resources, you waste money, you waste time, you expend energy, something that should not take you so much energy. You just throw yourself into it with all your might. It can have very bad repercussions. So there should always be a measure of control. Because if you put all your mind, all your might, everything into something and it fails, it will break you. It will so break you. And if your shock absorber is not strong, if you don't have incredible powers of recovery, if you're not resilient, it's not easy to stand up from a fall. I know we say if you fall, get up. But brother, let me speak to you. A guy you go take fall, guy, you go break leg. A guy you go take fall, they will need to carry you up. Alright? So learn to save. There are things that need 50% of your energy, not 100%. Keep the other 50% for something else. Don't just pour everything into one thing as if there will be nothing that comes after. Learn to save. All right, it will help you last longer. It will help you extend the relevance. See, in fact, when I mean learn to save, like I said, control yourself. You want to be relevant. Learn to save your talk. Learn to save your talk. It's not everything you must talk about. It's not everything you must chook mouth inside in pidgin. It's not everything you must comment on or have an opinion on. If you have an opinion, let it be to yourself. Keep it to yourself. One of the things that kills people's relevance, impact, fame, prominence is, you know, diving into issues that they have no business in, giving opinions that they have no business giving, and then you just see your reputation in the mud. That reputation you've taken so long, so many years to build. One ill-advised comment, one ill-advised post, and everything is gone. You will just be dragged like someone that stole in the market. They will drag you like tiger gem, especially in this generation where we have so many keyboard warriors, people who are just waiting to tear somebody down. That's just their work. They wake up in the morning to look for who to tear down. So do not give them a target. Save your strength. Save your talk. Swallow that thing you want to type. Swallow that thing you want. See, one thing many of us don't understand, your opinion in most cases will not change anything. Guy, your opinion will not affect dollar rates. Your opinion will not help our economy. Your opinion will not reverse inflation. Your opinion will not extend the number of hours in an hour. Your opinion is just your opinion. It's in your pocket. So why risk sharing something that will make little or no difference when it could potentially damage your career? Some people say, I don't care who this will offend, but you should care. If it offends the wrong people, it can tarnish your reputation. If it offends the wrong people, hey, maybe people that are more powerful than you, people that have connections more than you, people who are in places of power that you are not, it can tarnish both your reputation, your career, everything you have built. So you should care. Jonabidi keeps saying this. Say whatever comes to your mind is school of the poor. It's people that are uneducated. And I don't mean people that don't go to school, but people who are uneducated. Learn to save your energy, save your comments, save your data, save your time, save your talk. You want to last long, eh? See, avoid being in the limelight. Some of us just love being at the center of storms. One day that storm will blow you away. One day to blow away. It's not every trending matter that should concern you. In fact, as much as possible, avoid trends because trends are bait traps. Trends are bait traps. They are like waiting for who to devour. Hey, people always fall victim to one trend. In fact, most time trends are about people. So today you are riding somebody else's trend. Tomorrow they will ride your own. So just avoid it. Learn to save. Leave all these things. Focus on the goal. Focus on what moves the needle in your business, for your brand, for what you do. Focus on the things that actually bring in the results, the revenue you need. Focus on what moves the needle. Learn to ignore every other thing. Learn to save your time, save your attention, save your energy, save your breath, guy. Save your breath, save your energy, save your even that time you need to think up all these things. Rest in Jesus' name. Zokwanike. Alright? Avoid stirring up trouble that is not looking for you. You're not very that man. So avoid stirring up trouble that is not looking for you. Learn to save. Save yourself from unwarranted wahala. Unwarranted trouble. Save yourself from it. I believe that's a word is enough for the wise. And I've said a lot of words. So even if you're not wise, this should be enough for you. Alright? Finally, as a bonus, never forget your source. This should be number one, but I put it at the end so that it's the last thing you hear. Never forget your source. See, you want to last long. Hey, never forget your source. You see, this life is spiritual more than it's physical. Every man has something backing him. You could be backed by the light or backed by darkness. You could be backed by the forces of divinity or the forces of evil. And my aim here is not to judge you. You know what you're doing. If you think what you're doing is the right thing, Gawani, continue. I'm not here to judge you. My point is, do not forget your source. All right? If God is behind your success, eh? Don't forget him. Don't start running ahead of him. So many of us do this. When we are still trying to break through, still trying to rise, we have time for God. We have time to for devotion, for meditation, time to spend with him. But immediately a little fame, immediately you start noticing you in the choir. Immediately you begin to get invitations to minister. Immediately, maybe you begin to maybe you work an album and people begin to mention your name here and there. Bam! You don't forget God. Church will not see you again. It is now once in 2 months. Never forget your source. 8 years of never forget your source. Very important to, because if your altar runs dry, everything that altar was sponsoring will die. If your altar runs dry, everything, the success, the relevance, the impact that altar was sponsoring will die. It will dry up. So please, as you go up, as you attain relevance, you started with God, continue with God. You started with God, hold him tight, continue with God. Go with God from the ground to the top. Stay with God at the top. Don't forget your source so that your relevance will last. Joshua 1:8 says, "This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. You will meditate in it day and night, for in it you will find good success." Not just success, good success, lasting success, generational success. But what is the condition? This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. Meaning, never forget your source. You started with the book of the law. You started with the Bible. You started with God. Don't leave him halfway. Don't leave him halfway. So this one is just like an advice. I believe you have ears, and I believe you know what is good. So that's it. So this is where I'll draw the curtain for today. I'm still Godsplan, Ugwuja, and Pendulum. I hope you learned something today. Even if you didn't learn much, but you learned something. All right. I want to just thank you for being here. Even if you're watching the replay, thank you. Don't forget to share this with everyone you can share it with. Share it on your WhatsApp status, on Facebook. If you find this helpful, then somebody else will find it helpful. So share it, copy the link and share so that they can also learn. Don't forget to drop what you learned. I want to see it in the comments, and I will engage with all the comments. But let me know what you learned. All right. I shared about 8 points. Which of them did you really hold on to strongly, or how many of them, what did you learn? I want to know. All right. Now, I do many things. I'm a copywriter, a digital marketer, and a book publisher. All right. So if you need copywriting, sales, marketing services, you need someone to help you craft copies and marketing messages to sell your products. I'm your guy. You can reach me. My number is on the screen. That's my WhatsApp contact. You have a book you're writing, you want to publish, we can also help you. We do that for authors all over Nigeria. All right. So reach me with these numbers, and we'll talk more. If you want to connect with me on WhatsApp, that's my number as well. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do that. All right. There's a lot of valuable content on this channel. This channel is full of so much value. We've had several sessions, both with me and the ones I invited guests. I have so many different shows on this channel. This one you're watching now is Conversation with the Oracle. So this one is just me coming to share with you a little something. Then I also have another show, Young and Balling, where I invite guests to come and share with us something from their area of expertise and their experience. So Young and Balling is not now me sharing, it's me inviting people. I think we've had up to 8 episodes of that one. So they're all on this channel. Then there was a time, I think last year or so, I had a sales conference, Sell Without Stress. For about 11 days, I invited 11 guests, I'll be 10 guests to come and teach on different aspects of selling, different ways and different things you can do to sell out your product without stress. It's also on this channel. You will find the playlist, watch the videos, and then there are many other sales and marketing videos on this channel. This channel is about sales, writing, and personal development. These are our 3 areas: sales and marketing, 1; writing and publishing, 2; personal development and lifestyle, 3. These are our areas. So you will find playlists containing all these videos on this channel. Do well, bring that time, watch them, and I bet you will learn so much. All right, subscribe, ring the notification button so that whenever there's a new content on the channel, you will be notified to come and watch and learn. I think there's also another show I'm forgetting, 90 Seconds with Pendulum. And those ones are just a series of short videos. I think they're about 15 or so before I stopped it. But I may continue it again, where I also, in 90 seconds, share a very short but powerful, excerpt on different topics. So find them on the channel, watch them, and get what you can get for them. Thank you for being here. We spent over an hour. I hope you learned something valuable. I'll be learning something valuable. I'll see you some other time. Till then, keep being relevant. God bless you.